Good morning, neighbors. What does employment, tools, and fitness have in common? Well, you, of course, silly. Your health directly correlates on how well those tools will be used. It is part of your trade, profession, or hobby. Mr. Norseman has a lot of trowels, hammers, chisels, all which need to be cleaned and maintained. Now, my trade requires a lot of physical output. I have to load and unload and carry cinder blocks for great distances just to prep the job site for the work to be done. Ladders aren't going to load, unload, and set up themselves. I also have to be able to extend a cinder block out and place it perfectly where it needs to go. In fact, that's how Mr. Norseman got these traps of his. Well, that and tuck pointing all day. No, just like my trade tools, I need to maintain my body as well. Your employers don't want to pay for that. That's on you. Slowly over time, you will fall apart. You'll be an unmaintainable tool, unable to perform its trade, and your employer will just cash you out to get a new one at a cheaper rate. On the way home from Chicago this weekend, I was listening to Arabaj's Saga on ebook. Call it wisdom or common sense, perhaps fitness motivation. But that's my modern hot take on Arabaj's Saga. You know, where it says, do not expect to make much headway with a frail sailcloth. I.e., if you don't have the proper tools, you may not be able to do the job right. Now, your life and trades are different than Mr. Norseman's, and I do go over the top with it, because I've moved from hobbyist to enthusiast. Found a gift in it. Side note, always embrace your gifts, or the rest of the world will exploit them. My takeaway from this is simple. I'm on the back end of this wisdom, as I've left the Bricklayers Union and become independent. They haven't adapted to fathers getting full custody of children yet. And my children are special needs. So this is your reminder on the great long ship of employment. You are the sails. You are the strong back that rows the long ship. The tools that make this company work. If these things aren't being maintained properly, they can be transferred to another ship. If there isn't another ship in this harbor, find another harbor. Going through life unmaintained is no way to be. But that captain of the long ship you're on is sure going to try and make you think a different way. Trap you on that ship in that harbor. An ill-maintained sailcloth falling apart. I've lived through this wisdom, and I'm glad I started my own ship. Something to think about as you go to punch your clock. I'm off to punch mine now. Till next time, neighbor. Ah-cha-cha-cha.